Hello and welcome to Think About It, where we have two primary goals. One, to get you to think about it, and two, to get you to think about it. Because these days it seems more and more often that there is an entirely different set of rules for Washington, D.C. than there is for the rest of us. Now, at the outset, I want to tell you I will do my best to avoid all of the obvious and sophomoric double entendres involving the name of Anthony Weiner and the sort of scandal that he's plunged himself into. But as you look back at what has transpired in this entire debacle, from his press conferences and outright denials to then him coming clean and admitting that everything that was easily provable was indeed true, I'm left with this overwhelming question. Regardless of party affiliation, how is it possible that this man has not already been thrown out on his ear, his rear, or any other part of his anatomy? I don't get it. I don't know what it is that possesses all of his colleagues, especially those who sit on something called the Ethics Committee, to forego this ridiculous idea that they need to launch an investigation and simply say, Representative Weiner, yes, they'll laugh a little bit, but then they'll come back around. You no longer have the privilege, the honor, the right, or the credibility to serve the people. You can't do it. You've lost it. Here's what I'd like to suggest for the new rules that guide all of this sort of ethical garbage that happens in Washington. It's really simple. Couldn't be much easier, and if you like it, spread the video around and maybe even call your congressperson with this sort of input. If whatever you did would readily get you fired in the private sector, then you should be fired in the public sector, because we are your bosses. No, I've never been given the opportunity to vote for or against Anthony Weiner. I understand that. But the people of his district have. The people of your district take care of your officials. The people of my district take care of our officials. And instead, we seem to be leaving all of these things in the hands of those who never, ever, ever, ever want to relinquish power. And that seems to be what this all comes down to, is a desperate, pathetic grasp of some power that they just can't give up. Well, in the case of the congressman from New York, there's absolutely no logical, moral, decent reason for him to remain in office. Congressman Weiner, it's time for you to go, and it's time to apply a standard that if you and I would lose our job for it, so should they. Think about it.